generally students used to make mistake in the examination hall. So many ways they can ask the question, that is your right answer. Now how can we calculate the maximum flow? Now in which unit we are substituting 60? So our task is to find out. Hi friends, in this video we will talk about linear speed density model. It is given by Greenshield, so it is also known as Greenshield model. Sometimes we will mention it like Greenshield traffic model, or sometimes simply Greenshield model. So in the questions, if you are referring the previous gate questions and all in particular, so many questions are appeared from this particular topic, but it is not mentioned separately in your gate syllabus, but they have just mentioned some fundamental relationships like that. Whatever be the exam, this topic is very important, but generally they don't used to mention this word like Greenshield model or traffic model like that in the syllabus, but it is already included in the topic fundamental relationships. Okay, so what we are going to discuss here, how the speed is varying with increase in density, or how the density is varying with speed. We have already seen the relationship between these two and with the flow also in the previous video. That I told you we are going to explain this in detail with the numerical questions in the next video, right? So that's what we are going to do now. Now see, practically speaking, as the density increases, obviously speed will decrease. Now we have already discussed what is density. Density is the number of vehicles in 1 kilometer road stretch. So as the number of vehicles on the road is increasing, obviously you cannot go at higher speed, you have to decrease your speed. Or I can tell, if there are only 2-3 vehicles on the road, you can go at very high speed, right? So practically it is found that as density increases, speed will decrease like this. Non-linear relationship practically. But if it is non-linear relationship, somewhat it is difficult for us to analyze the situation and for some calculations. So what Greenshield has done, see, so many models were there before Greenshield which were assuming non-linear relationship. So there were a lot of disadvantages for such models. For example, if I am telling, see, if this is happening practically, it's going like this and it's going like this, right? If I am considering a very small value of density, how much speed I am getting? It's going to be infinity. Will it be practically possible? Infinite speed? Not possible. So there were a lot of disadvantages for such models. So what Greenshield has done, he has assumed a linear relationship between speed and density. What is the meaning of this? Instead of assuming like this, or this is actually happening practically, but Greenshield has assumed that is simply a linear relationship like this between speed and density. What is the advantage of assuming a linear relationship? For any value of density, you can find the value of speed. If I am taking a very small value of k, then also we have a particular value here. It's not going to infinity. Okay, so that's why Greenshield has assumed a linear relationship we are using for simplicity in calculations. Okay, so what he told, we have already discussed two terms, correct? We have already discussed two terms in the previous video. This is nothing but your maximum density. We can call it as jam density. We are representing it as Kj, nothing but jam density. This is the maximum value of density when we are getting maximum number of vehicles per kilometer during traffic jam. That's why we are calling it as jam density. This value, which is the maximum possible speed on the road, we call it as free flow speed. Free flow speed. That's why it has been represented as Vf. Simply, what is the meaning of this? Suppose there is no vehicle at the road, then at what speed you can go on the road? You are free to flow on the road. No one is disturbing you, right? That is the meaning of free flow speed. Don't think that free flow speed means it may be 200 kilometers per hour and all. Nothing like that. Even though there are no vehicles on the road, you cannot go at 100 kmph, 150 kmph and all. It also depends on the road conditions, right? Suppose so many turnings are there, then you cannot go at 100. You have to reduce your speed. Maybe the road condition is not good. So much of gutters are there. Then also you cannot go at higher speed. So this free flow speed, definitely it will depends on the road conditions. Maybe some speed breakers, bump may be there. Maybe some gutters may be there. So road conditions as well as road geometry. Road geometry means whether it is a straight road, whether there is a turning, whether it is a sharp U-turn. So these things definitely it will influence the free flow speed. Also maybe there is an intersection in front of you. You cannot go at high speed because maybe another vehicle may come from this opposite road, right? Maybe from the side roads and pocket roads. So free flow speed, definitely it depends on the road conditions and the road geometry. Okay. So what Greenshield has told, if you are taking any value of density K at any particular instant, using his equation, he has given an equation. Using his equation, we can calculate the corresponding value of V. For example, if I am putting some K at any instant T, if I am putting Vt, any other instant if I am putting K T dash, correspondingly we can calculate V T dash like that. Understood? I am just rubbing. Okay, let it be there. So what equation Greenshield has told, if you want to calculate any speed at any time, okay, simply I am putting Vt here, no need to write Vt, simply you can put V. Any time T, if you want to calculate what is the average speed of the traffic stream, that will be equal to Vf into 1 minus K divided by Kj. 1 minus K divided by Kj. This is the equation given by Greenshield. Very important equation, we have to remember it. Now see what you mean by this V and K. If you want to know what is the average speed of the stream at any value of K, you just have to substitute that K in this equation. So which all things are constant? Vf is already there, it's not changing. 1 minus something divided by Kj. So these terms are fixed already. Vf and Kj is fixed already for a particular road. What can be the maximum values of speed and density? If I want to calculate, maybe if the density is somewhat 30 kilometers per hour, then I just have to substitute 30 here. Then I will be getting the value of V like that. Understood? Understood? So we only have to substitute the value of K, then we will be getting the value of V. Opposite also we can do. If they are giving you some average speed, if they are asking you what is the density, corresponding density, we can calculate K also, right? So here we generally substitute Vf in kilometers per hour and Kj in vehicles per kilometer. If you are taking kmph and vehicles per kilometer, the value which you are substituting here should be in vehicles per kilometer, then only it will get cancels and you will be getting a unitless value. So the left hand side V will be whatever unit you are substituting Vf, that will be the unit of V. In case if they are giving in meter per seconds or if they are asking in meter per seconds, we have to properly convert the units and put it, right? V and Vf should be having same unit, K and Kj should be having same unit. Generally students used to make mistake in the examination hall by putting this K by Kj opposite, like 1 minus Kj by K. Simply it's very simple. In case if you are putting Kj by K, what you will be getting? We know Kj is obviously going to be the maximum value. So this will be obviously greater than 1, correct? So if it is greater than 1, inside the bracket you are going to get a negative value. So definitely you can understand the speed cannot be negative, right? So it will be K by Kj only. While doing the numerical, you will notice that, but sometimes they will ask the question simply by giving 4 options as equations. Which of the following represents the equation of Greenshield model? Then they may be giving you different options. So one option may be K by Kj, other option may be Kj by K, third option may be K by Kj minus 1, like that they can give you 4 different equations as options. Understood? This is the most important equations for any exam is concerned. We will do some questions. Before going into the questions, I will tell you one more concept. After that concept, we will combine both this concept and do some questions. I will show you some previous exam questions also, gate questions also. Okay. Now, in the previous video, we have seen 3 fundamental relationships, right? One relationship we have already seen here, speed versus density. We have studied the speed versus flow as well as density versus flow. I hope you are remembering. In case if you are not remembering, just go back and watch that video and come back, or here also I will just give you some explanation, right? First I will draw that graph, then we will continue. Yes, I have drawn those 2 graphs. So we have seen this graph in the previous video also. So the maximum value of speed, I am putting it as Vf starting from 0, and maximum value is Vf. Similarly, starting from 0, maximum value of density is Kj. Okay, and we are getting the maximum flow value. Suppose if I am putting Q max, Q represents the flow, so Q max is the maximum flow. Here also I am getting Q max, and we have seen that the maximum value of flow you are going to obtain exactly at the half value of free flow speed. And similar here also, the maximum value of flow you are getting half value of jam density. Yes. So if, for example, if your free flow speed is suppose 80 kmph, corresponds to 40 kilometers per hour and corresponds to density half of the jam density, you are going to get a maximum value of flow. Okay, so this Q max and Q max are same, but Vf and Kj are not same. That may be different. So you are not getting an identical shape. It is different, but the height will be same. Height in the same means maximum flow is same, right? Because it's a, see, it is not happening individually, it's happening together, right? As speed is increasing, density decreases. As density increases, speed will decrease. So it's almost going like this. At a particular combination, see, as the speed increases, density decreases. As density increases, speed will decrease. So at some particular combination, if you are multiplying these two, you are going to get a maximum value. And what is that maximum value? Q max. And at which combination you are getting the maximum value? Whenever your V value is V by 2 or Vf by 2 and your K value is Kj by 2. Right? So what I can write? We know the flow Q is equal to speed into density. Right? This relationship we have already seen. Flow is equal to speed into density. But we need the maximum value of flow. When we will be getting the maximum value of flow, if we want to calculate the maximum value of flow, whenever this V is becoming Vf by 2 and whenever this K is becoming Kj by 2. Right? So we are getting a very important equation here. Q max will be equal to Vf by 2 into Kj by 2. We can also write this equation as Q max is equal to Vf into Kj divided by 4. Right? So many ways they can ask the question. Either they can directly ask you the value of Q max by giving Vf and Kj. We just have to take Vf into Kj by 4. Or what they can do, they can give you, see the sentences like, what is this Vf by 2? Vf by 2 is the speed at maximum flow. Right? So this is the speed at maximum flow. What it is? Vf by 2. Similarly, this is the density at maximum flow. This is not the maximum density. This is the density corresponds to maximum flow. So what they can do, sometimes they can give question. For example, if I am just writing 2-3 questions here itself. If I am telling you the free flow speed, for example, okay, it's a question, okay, free flow speed is equal to, for example, if I am taking 100 kmph and the jam density or maximum density is equal to 80 vehicles per kilometer, then what will be the maximum flow on this road stretch? Okay, vehicles per hour. See, if you are taking kilometers per hour, multiply by vehicles per kilometer, you are going to get vehicles per hour, right? So how can we calculate? Simply 100 or Qmax is equal to Vf is 100, Kj is 80 divided by 4. So how much you will be getting? 8000 divided by 4, 2000 vehicles per hour. So this can be a direct question which they are asking, the simplest question, or what they can do, simply if they can give the speed at maximum flow. The speed at maximum flow is equal to, for example, 60 kmph, and the jam density, same example I am taking, only I am changing the value of V, sorry, this is vehicles per kilometer. Then what will be Qmax? You solve it and check how much it may be. Solve it and check how much it may be. Okay, in your mind you might have already thought about it, right? What into what divided by 4? If I am taking 60 into 80 divided by 4, my answer is going to be wrong. Correct? Why? Because they have given speed at maximum flow, not the maximum speed, right? So what is this speed at maximum flow? Nothing but it is Vf by 2. Correct? It is nothing but Vf divided by 2, which means what is your Vf? Vf will be 120 kmph. Correct, guys? So 120 into 80 divided by 4. That is your right answer. So you will be getting 20, so 2400 vehicles per hour. Correct? Now see, simply, or what you can do, we know Qmax is equal to speed at maximum flow into density at maximum flow, right? So speed at maximum flow is Vf by 2, density at maximum flow is Kj by 2. Simply I can put Vf by 2 is nothing but 60, and what will be Kj by 2? 80 divided by 2. And also we are going to get the same answer, 2400 vehicles per hour. Understood? So you have to properly check what they are asking. If it is speed at maximum flow, Vf by 2, density at traffic jam condition or density at maximum flow. Density at a traffic jam condition is Kj, but density at maximum flow is Kj by 2. Understood? So I hope you understood the concept. Now what we will do, we will solve some previous gate questions, and to understand this equation also, V is equal to Vf into 1 minus K by Kj. Using this equation also, we will see some questions. Okay. Yes, you can see a question on the screen, previous gate question. Which of the following statements cannot be used to describe free flow speed of a traffic stream? Means which of the following statement is wrong? That's what they are asking. So they are asking something regarding UF and the relationship between UF and some flow density like that. So whenever they are asking such questions, what we need to do? We need to remember regarding our graphs. There are three graphs. Density versus speed is straight line, and speed versus flow is non-linear, increases then decreases. Then density versus flow is also increases then decreases, right? Now UF is the speed when flow is negligible. What we can do? We can just take that graph here. Yes. So I have taken that graph here. So this is Q, this is V. Correct? So how we have seen our graph? Like this. Okay, exactly at Vf by 2 you are getting your Qmax. So this value I am noting it as Vf. Okay. Now read the sentence. UF is the, here UF means free flow speed. We have written Vf. Okay, in our examples. So Vf is the speed when flow is negligible. Correct now? So corresponds to Vf, your y-axis is 0. Correct? So at Vf, definitely your Q value is 0. When you are getting maximum flow, whenever Vf by 2 happens. As speed increases, Q increases, but after some time that Q value decreases and finally again becomes 0. So at 2 values of speed, flow is becoming 0. whenever speed is 0 and whenever speed is maximum. Whenever speed is maximum means there is no vehicles at all, that's why we are getting 0. Okay. Now see, when the speed is 0 means what? The vehicles are under rest condition. Speed is 0 means what? Vehicles are not moving. So what do you mean by Q? How many vehicles are crossing a particular point in one particular duration of time, maybe 1 hour, like that. So if the vehicles are under rest, they are not moving, speed is 0, means vehicles are stopped somewhere. It is not at all moving, so it is not crossing the road, right? So when speed is 0, your density is maximum, but since it is not crossing the stretch, flow is 0. Okay. So the first one is obviously correct. Whenever V is free flow speed, you are getting y-axis 0. So first statement is obviously correct. UF is the speed when density is negligible. Yes, that is also correct. We have seen the other graph. So whenever VF is here, your x-axis is 0 or negligible. So second statement is also correct. UF is affected by geometry and surface conditions of the road. We have already explained that, right? Suppose turning is coming, speed breakers are there, obviously it's going to affect. This is also correct. UF is the speed at which flow is maximum and density is obvious. No. UF is the speed at which flow will be 0. And what is the speed at which flow is maximum? That is actually VF by 2, not VF. So the last statement is wrong. So which option is correct for us according to this question? They are asking which of the following statement cannot be used to describe, which means option D is wrong, and the statement given in option D is wrong. So the correct answer here will be option D, right? I hope you understood from the definition. Similarly, they can ask you kj also, right? Now if you are going to 2020 gate question, they have just given directly the free flow speed Vf, jam density kj. You have to note down the notations. Simply they can give A and B and all. In the options they can put AB by 2, AB by 4, like that. Okay, properly you have to note down the notations also. So very direct question for 1 mark, Vf into kj divided by 4, right? In case if they are giving the speed at maximum flow is V, the maximum density is K, speed at maximum flow is V and the jam density is K, then what will be Q max? Again I repeat, V is the speed at maximum flow, K is the maximum density or jam density, then what will be our equation? V into K divided by 2. So Vk divided by 2. So like that also they can ask you questions, properly you have to note down, right? Hope you understood. Now if we are looking for a question, a numerical question which is asked for 2 marks, directly they have given, you can just read the question, the average free flow speed and the jam density is observed as Vf is 60 kmph and jam density Kj is 120 vehicles per kilometer. Now how can we calculate the maximum flow? Direct equation, 60 multiply with 120 divided by 4. So how much you are going to get? 1800. See, 60 is kilometers per hour, 120 is vehicles per kilometer, kilometer will cancels, vehicles per hour. So in which unit they are asking? They are asking in vehicles per hour, so 1800 is going to be your answer. In case if they are asking vehicles per minute, then how much vehicles per minute it will be? If you want to convert into vehicles per minute, obviously no need to calculate also. So 1800 vehicles are there in 1 hour. Then in 1 minute I will be getting lesser value only. So it's going to be 180 by 6, 30 vehicles per minute. correct, 30 vehicles per minute. So this is how you have to calculate. Since here they are asking you vehicles per hour, so our answer will be here 1800. That's it. Understood? Now if you are going into another question, see, a linear speed density model, in the sense, what is the meaning of this? Greenshield model. Every time they may not be mentioning the word Greenshield, okay? So in a linear speed density model, free flow speed is given, means Vf is given 60, jam density is given 90. Now if they are asking if the density value is 40 kmph, I mean 40 vehicles per kilometer. Now properly read the question. 40 vehicles on a lane in 1 kilometer means 40 vehicles per kilometer. What will be the corresponding average speed? Okay, so they can ask you any question. So I am just drawing what they have given in the question just for better understanding. 60 kmph, and see, you can draw on any axis, okay? V on x axis or K on x axis, it's up to us, and it's going to be 90. Only thing is, but whenever they are asking such question, properly note it. If you are putting 40 here, then your complete solution is going to be wrong. So what they are asking, 40, somewhere it is 40, so corresponds to 40, what will be that value of speed, right? So we have the equation with us, V is equal to Vf into 1 minus K divided by Kj, right? So we want to calculate. Vf is given as 60. Now in which unit we are substituting 60? In kilometers per hour, so that the obtained value of V will be in kilometers per hour. Okay, so 1 minus 40 divided by, what is jam density? 90. So if you calculate this, 33.33 kmph, right? What is the meaning? Here you are going to get 33.33. Obviously you are going to get a lesser value compared to your Vf. So in case if you are making any mistake, suppose you are putting plus here, maybe by mistake, then obviously you are going to get a value which is more than 60. Then you will understand, okay, you made some mistake somewhere, right? Obviously it's going to be less than your Vf value. Understood? Maybe in the same question they can ask you what is the maximum flow. This is somewhat extra, I am telling, something extra. Can you calculate? So here what is the answer? Here answer is 33.33. This is your final answer, 33.33. Now round off to 1 decimal place. What is the meaning of this? Whenever you are substituting the value in GATE exam, then we are going to substitute 33.3, round off to 1 decimal. Okay, in kilometers per hour, 33.33 kilometers per hour, round off to 1 decimal means answer will be 33.3. Like that you have to substitute. So in the answer key they may give you a range, 33.1 to 33.5, something range they may give. Okay, but you just take accurate answer, 33.3. Now in case if they are asking what is the maximum value of flow, then how can we calculate? Qmax is equal to, so this is somewhat extra, not required for this particular question. Simply Vf is 60, Kj is 90 divided by 4. So if I am calculating, we are going to get 1350 vehicles per hour. Right? This is how they can ask you a question. Maybe again if I am asking you a question, what will be the speed at maximum flow? What will be the answer? Got it? Speed at maximum flow. What will be the answer? 30. Right? Speed at maximum flow will be 30 kmph. Now tell me what will be the density at maximum flow? Density at maximum flow 45. Understood? Right. Now see, if I am telling you another type of question, regularly they used to ask such questions. Now I will show you another special type of question which is being asked in the GATE examination. Many times such questions appeared, that I will show you. Yes, you can see the question on the screen. on a section of highway, the speed density relationship found to be V equal to 80 minus 2 by 3K, where V is in kmph and K is in vehicles per kilometer. The capacity of the section of the road. Capacity in the sense, here in this context, capacity means what is the maximum flow which is going to happen. Whenever they are giving some speed density relationship, if they are asking what is the capacity of the section, here they simply mean what is the value of Q max. Okay. So whenever they are giving some relationships, don't get confused and don't skip the question. It is nothing but, see, V is related to K linearly. So if I am telling V is equal to some constant into K square, which means it is non-linear relationship, right? So whenever I am telling V is equal to something K, which means it is linear relationship. K raised to 1 means linear, not non-linear. K square means non-linear. Okay. So whenever they are giving you a relationship which has V and K, just think about our Greenfield model. So finally, if we want to calculate the capacity or Q max, what we just have to do, from the relationship we have to find out what is Vf, and from the relationship we have to find out what is Kj. Then what we just have to do, multiply divided by 4, that's your final answer. So our task is to find out, to calculate the free flow speed Vf and to calculate the jam density Kj from this given equation, right? So what we can do, we know whenever there is a linear relationship, we are getting Vf or simply anything. Just for understanding, I am just taking whatever we have written as of now. So this is Kj, this is Vf. When we are getting the maximum value of speed Vf, whenever K is 0, right? The maximum value of y-axis is happening when x-axis is minimum, right? So whenever the speed value or whenever density is equal to 0, your speed is going to be Vf, correct? If I am putting that concept in the equation, what I will be getting? In the equation, V is equal to what we have? V equal to 80 minus 2 by 3 K. Now if I am substituting this concept in the equation, what I will be getting? Vf is equal to 80 minus 2 by 3 into 0, correct? Whenever K is 0, your V will become Vf. So 2 by 3 into 0 is 0. What you are getting here? Vf is equal to 80. Understood? Very simple. Vf is equal to 80. Now we want to find Kj. Then what we can do? We want to make K is equal to Kj. Whenever K is Kj, what is the value of speed? 0. Whenever x-axis is maximum, y value 0, y-axis. So V is equal to 0. If I am substituting in the equation, what we will be getting? 0 is equal to 80 minus 2 by 3 Kj. Correct? Correct? What we will be getting? So this minus value will go that side. So 2 by 3 Kj is equal to 80. What will be Kj then? 80 into 3 divided by 2. So 40 into 3, 120. That's it. Understood? Now we can easily calculate what is Q max. So Vf we got it as 80. Kj we got it as 120 divided by 4. That's it. So you will be getting 4 and so 20. So 2400 vehicles per. That's it. Very easy to calculate. Or there is a shortcut method to do this question. If they are giving any relationship, V is equal to, so what was the given equation? 80 minus 2 by 3 K. 80 minus 2 by 3 K. What we can simply do, just compare with our Greenfield equation. What was our Greenfield equation? V is equal to Vf into 1 minus K by Kj. But here in this equation they have not given any brackets and all. So I am simply opening that bracket. So Vf minus Vf into K by Kj. Why I have opened the bracket? Just to equate in the same form of the given equation. So what I can write, Vf minus Vf into K divided by Kj. Do you feel these two equations are somewhat similar? Yes. V and V is there, something 80, this is resembling, there is a minus sign here, there is a K here, correct? So then what we can write, directly from here we can write it as 80 is equal to Vf, correct? From here we can directly, we are getting Vf is equal to 80. Now K and K is there, then what is remaining? What is remaining? This 2 by 3 is remaining, Vf by Kj is remaining, correct? 2 by 3 is remaining, Vf by Kj is remaining. What is the meaning? Vf by Kj is equal to 2 by 3. We need to find what is Kj. We already got what is Vf from here. Vf is equal to 80. Then how much will be your Kj? Kj will go that side. So Vf is 80. Simply I am putting Vf here into 3 divided by 2. So 80 into 3 by 2, you will be getting 120. Correct? So Kj also you got, Vf also you got. Similar, previously also we got Vf is equal to 80, Kj equal to 120. Here also we got Vf equal to 80, Kj equal to 120. So any procedure you can use. This is actually simpler. Just by writing the equation, you can take directly the value of Vf and Kj. Then you can find what is Qmax, nothing but 80 into 120 divided by 4, 2400 vehicles per hour. That's it, very simple. Just for your practice, a similar question is asked already. Just for practice, I am showing that question also. Yes, this was another question which is asked in GATE exam for 2 mark. Now see, V is equal to 70 minus 0.7 K. I am just using that shortcut only. Directly we will be getting Vf is equal to 70, right? And Vf divided by Kj is equal to 0.7. Now Vf we already got 70. So Kj will be what? Vf divided by, Vf is nothing but 70 divided by 0.7, 100. See, very easily we are getting Vf and Kj. Now how much will be your Qmax then? 70 into 100 divided by 4. So 7000 divided by 4 will be 1750 vehicles per hour. That's your final answer. So you can practice in the other method also, same answer you are going to get. Suppose in this question, if they are asking another question, for example, what will be the speed at maximum flow? What will be the speed at maximum flow? What will be the answer? Speed at maximum flow will be, yes, 35 kilometers per hour, right? Vf by 2. Similarly, what will be the density at maximum flow? What will be the density at maximum flow? Yes, that will be Kj by 2, 50 kmph. Understanding? That's it. Very easy, very important also, very easy as well as very important also. Only thing is, whenever they are asking such a tricky question like speed at maximum flow, speed at or density at maximum flow, you shouldn't be making mistake. So again, coming back to where we started, we have discussed the Greenfield model, or we can call it as simply linear speed density model. Other traffic models are non-linear, so that's why Greenfield model became popular because of its simplicity. Okay, practically there will be definitely some changes because practically we are going to get a non-linear relationship. For simplicity in calculations and simplicity in analysis, we are assuming or we are following our Greenfield model, nothing but the linear relationship. So two things you have to remember. One is this equation, V equal to Vf into 1 minus K by Kj. For any value of K, they can ask you speed, or any value of speed, they can ask you K by giving Vf and Kj. And the next relationship you have to remember is Qmax equation, nothing but speed at maximum flow multiply with density at maximum flow, nothing but Vf by 2 into Kj by 2. We can also write it as Vf into Kj divided by 4. right? So I hope you understood the explanations I have given, and I hope this video was beneficial for you. Thanks for watching.